Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. But I want to completely shift your mind to the universe that Jen created of traffic signals, stressed you out probably, to a world which will probably stress you out a little more. Okay, so imagine the life of a person in your company who's managing news every day and making sure that you are reflected in good light. More trust is built for the company. You know what she deals with every day? 3.3 million news that happens practically every day across the globe. Okay? And she starts her day by looking at the news at 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m. and deciding how her those 15 minutes will decide how her day's course will be. There's a tweet which became a negative news somewhere. She got the Forbes cover, or there was an article that wasn't expected. And then in those 15 minutes, she decides whether she will convey the happy news, or the sad news, or the critical news, or the crisis. Okay, and we practically live that every day as a corporate communications professional or a PR professional. So this creates, you can imagine what it creates for the PR professional. All this scatter of news coming from various directions, coming from Twitter, coming from LinkedIn, has led to PR being the second most stressful job in the world, next to army professionals. And that's why we said something's got to be done about this, right? And we want to change this. We want to ensure that the amount of news that a company develops or generates, they're able to get the best out of it, create more trust, analyze it, find the messaging out of it. Michael Porter, he said that, the positioning can be gained and understood out of the way you're sending signals to the world. And signals come from news. Okay? So what did we do? Again, I think it's the volume. We introduced a new professional, Imara. You cannot hear it, right?
The audio
is... Right. Okay, so what did we do? We brought Imara AI as a chief reports officer. We used various algos to assess the tonality of news, to the narratives that might be sitting in there, whether you are great at pricing or you're great at technology, whether those narratives can come out. And then we got a visual presentation out of that. So Imara can probably be a team member who can process all this news for you and get you going in minutes versus hours and hours and hours. So the first thing we did was we introduced the avatar. Second is that we started creating coverage reports in just minutes. Prompts being headlines, prompts being what is the narrative, what is the... So we sit on a lot of news every day, practically 3.3 million, and we can take out a lot of news. So we wrote algos which could probably give us a lot of understanding of what is it that you want to understand from news. And we introduced sentiment analysis because, yes, GenAI is fantastic there. And this also grows every day because you can, when you say toggle news, you say that, okay, this is neutral, this is negative. This works very well for the PR world. And that's about it from me. Thank you so much.
Wow, very impressive. Yeah. Okay, we have time. Questions? If none, I have one.
Please send me.
When you say news,
Yes.
Are you only talking about news, or are you talking about YouTube videos as well and tweets as well, or anything else that's hitting the...
It's the same thing. So we right now process a lot of news, blogs, forums, but eventually we can get onto YouTube and Twitter and everywhere. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And by the way, she's completely virtual. So so her origins are European, and she speaks English right now. But we've already started getting demand from the likes of Mumbai Indians for various languages, etc. And from Japanese for Japanese. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yes.
Okay. Sir.
I don't have a question, but you could use the same tech to give a synopsis to almost any professional.
Absolutely.
I mean, could be for doctors, whatever has happened in the last 24 hours, or anybody and everybody.
Yes, custom algos would have to be written on, but we need a lot of data. That's in this case is news. In that case, would be prescriptions or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, so are you thinking of moving horizontally into others, or it's just this? Because the technology would be almost the same, right?
We're very, very focused on the PR, Copcom, and communications and marketing right now. But yeah, I mean, future, a startup doesn't know 3 months from now. So yeah, we don't know where this can take us.
You can ask her the question tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
Right. I think for creators, this will be great. I'd love to know who trolled me last evening.
I loved what Anuja presented for Topverse. This is like amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Sir,
We'll take it offline.
Okay, great. He has a serious question, clearly. All right. Thank you so much, Aakriti. Thanks a lot. Round of applause, please.